Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Executive Insights, where every week you come together to answer 4 business questions.
3 from various levels of your business, and 1 personal question as a business owner.
Today, we will be talking about one of my favorite topics, the mindset of a CEO, shifting from doer to leader. I'll be your host today, Gervais Nelson, the CEO of VaseTime, as well as the founder of VaseTime Foundation, alongside my amazing co-host.
Hey y'all, it's Marie Rose, CEO of Rosebud Studios and founder of Rose Petals to Success and Thorn Free Business Academy.
All right, with that said, we're going to jump right into it. Question number 1 is for our aspiring entrepreneurs. What mental shifts can an inspiring entrepreneur make before transitioning from employee mindset to CEO mindset? It's a dope question.
Number 1, I'm going to go right to financial, right? Because it is it's a game changer. And so many of us are used to the job security. We know that the check is coming every 2 weeks or every week. So you depend on that, right? But when you're an entrepreneur, you can't say I'm going to call out sick and get paid time off. You can't say, now you can later on down the line, once you put that in place.
Sure.
It's not really a sick time as in the same as your job, but we can put things in place where we can afford to take a vacation or time off and still have some automated and making us money. That mindset and understanding that you work and you make money from working. You work not necessarily every day, but you are building systems to put in place to make you money. You are going to make your finances. You are responsible for paying your bills. You are the engine behind the movement of your business.
I couldn't agree with you any more than that, because I laugh because I'm thinking to myself, like, you are absolutely correct. Because when you're in marketing mode, you're thinking like, whoa, I got to do this. Yeah. When you're in like networking mode and stuff like that, you're in a whole different frame of mind.
Yes.
When you're in like financial mode, you turn into like a shark. So it's like a total different person comes out. You kind of hit on something that I did want to touch on a little bit deeper. Task execution. Like when you're an employee, you're assigned X number of tasks throughout the day. And it's like, you got to do this and you do this. And let's be honest, when you work somewhere, you do majority work before 12 o'clock, and after about 12, 1 o'clock, you do nothing else until you clock out. Well, CEOs are different. You really don't have tasks. You kind of have tasks all day long. When that's done, it's something else. So it becomes from, oh, that's not my job, somebody else will do it, to you got to kind of set the vision all the time. So you go from like wanting to accomplish a task to creating the task. You create what needs to get done. You create what needs to get done in order for this to happen. I have this vision of this plan to make this thing happen. That means I got to put an SOP in place to say, this needs to happen, this needs to happen. And for that to happen, this needs to happen, this needs to happen. Like you said, I have this person, I need to hire this person to make this happen. And in that, I'm going to reach my goal and my vision. So that's like one of those big things for me. Another one, like you said, was the job security financially. You know you're getting your paycheck, whether you stop working at 12 o'clock or you don't. You kind of got to take on a different mindset, which is, you don't have really job security. You don't really have a secure financial income. And it becomes really more focused on the risk ownership. Are you going to do something that's high risk, low reward, high risk, high reward? Or are you going to do something that's low risk, high reward, low risk, high reward? So you're kind of like, it has nothing to do with job security, because at the end of the day, your job security, you are a little crazy. You do have to take chances to make money, because if it were that easy, everyone would do it. So the risk, the crazy part of it is, you have to take those risks in order to make money. And I think that was one of the things. That's why I laughed when you said you got to be a little crazy, because you're absolutely correct. There's no certainty. You have to do things that are abnormal, not scripted, and a little outside the box to make the real impact and make the money you really seek. Question number 2, this is for our new business owners. You're new to business, maybe up to year 2. Congratulations. We want to give you some gems to help you along the way, to help you get ahead of the pack. How can a new CEO establish decision-making confidence when facing challenges without a long track record to rely on? Confidence comes from taking action. I don't know how many times I've done things wrong. In the process of doing things wrong, I've gained the confidence to do things right the next time, because I've learned how to it's like taking a puzzle apart and then putting it back together. I only gained the confidence to do it because I know that I've done it wrong, so I know what not to do. Now I'm just going to go back in, I'm going to make my decision, I'm going to act on it, and I'm going to do it quickly, and I'm going to adjust quickly as I go. I know at the end of the day, I can get through it. So even if I don't have the track record to say that I can do something, I can't particularly, I don't know how to build a house. But I did do this thing very well that I struggled with in the beginning. So I know I have the ability to get through anything.
I built my confidence by studying myself.
Yep, that's what I mean. Like, what specifically did I do that worked?
Yeah, and that's how you build over time, and that's how you build a track record. And it actually built me into this person that I can really think of anything on the fly. I can sell anything. If I don't sell it, I sell it today, and then I'll call my friend, and they may be able to provide the service because I'm going to pull through. I'm always going to stand on my word, no matter what I said at that time. So if I hiccup and say something is $1 and it was 50, I'm going to own it, but I'm not going to say $1 again.
Right.
But my reputation is standing on business, standing on my word, and being able to think quick on my feet. And not everyone has that skill. But I didn't have it either. Practice made me have that skill, and practice built my confidence.
Question number 3. How do you maintain growth-oriented mindset when your business is stable, but not necessarily in an active scaling phase? I like that.
I feel like anytime that I get comfortable, I'm settling.
Mm-hmm.
So if in my mind, I'm always in a race, right? Because if I sit too still, I'm allowing people to catch up.
Yeah.
I always have that in my mind, then I will not stop growing, because the ideal is for me to continue to drop my original ideas, because they're mine, and keep creating new ideas on how my business can develop. So if I sit still for too long, I've already given everyone everything, and I've unleashed everything that I had in my mind, and now they're just watching and trying to figure out how to do it too. I need to stay fresh. So as I stay fresh, I need to keep dropping new ideas and seeing how my business can develop and grow every year. I don't know what that looks like. I never know what that looks like. Something so small can trigger the creativity in me. And that is what's so unique about being a business owner, because when you are your own boss, no one can tell you the idea is stupid. You just drop it in there, try it out, but it's your original idea. Mm-hmm. If it flops, it flops. Come up with another one. But I can't sit still because I'm allowing people to catch up.
Challenge yourself to try something new. Challenge your team to try something new. If you're stagnated and you don't have ideas, if you aren't being creative, if you can't come up with something, challenge your team.
Yeah.
That's probably the other thing. It's like, well, what ideas do you have? What do you think we should build? Mm-hmm. What's out there? What would you want to try? What promos you're out there? What promos do you want to run? Mm-hmm. Let's run it. And so many times I've even asked interns, like, you're running the data, you're running the information. What did you come up with? What did I miss? Correct me. People love to have ways to challenge you to say, if I were the boss, this is what I would do. So I challenge them. What you got? Let's run it. Yeah. All right, that's what you want? All right, let's run it. Let's see what happens. You run the data, you run the numbers. I'm going to be right behind you to make sure. And if it's working, I'll name it after you. You get a percentage of it. Like, let's do it. That's kind of like setting innovative challenges with your team. Because, like you said, I wasn't going to double down completely on what you said, which is I feel the same way. Because I can create something on the fly. I feel the same way. If I'm too stagnated, they're catching up. But another way you can do it, if you're like too busy or if you're too focused over here, challenge a team to kind of step out. And that actually helps the whole team grow, because it's not putting all the ownership on you, but it's giving them some buy into the company and some buy into what you guys are doing, and then they feel more empowered. Like they're being more empowered. They feel heard. They feel appreciated. And it's like, well, let's do it. Let's see what you got. You know, you want to be the next general manager. You want to be the next whatever. Show me something. Yeah. And it's like, all right, cool. Now we're rolling. So that's one of those things I like to do. I like to challenge people to outthink me, and then now we're all rolling. All right, number 4, this is our bonus question. What's one limiting belief you had to unlearn to grow as a CEO?
The biggest one is that your family and friends will be your number one supporter. Remember that. When you go into business, you want to launch this business and everybody's like, oh my gosh, let me support you, or you're starting your business, until you actually open it. Once you get past the grand opening, they party with you, they celebrate at the grand opening, they see that you actually pulled it off. But the biggest thing is who actually buys this and supports you and spreads your name after you open. And they've made sure that they continue to refer people to you to help you make it.
I'll give you 2. One is believing that growth only comes from hard work. believing that you just pounding and pounding and pounding. The more harder I work, the harder I work, the harder I work, the more I'm gonna grow. And it's like, actually, sometimes that will deflate you, because sometimes you're just banging against this wall and you're not growing. And the best way to grow sometimes is to network. Sometimes it's bigger, bless you.
Thank you.
Sometimes it's bigger than what you can do yourself. You have to understand your limitations and understand where you need help. And it's not a weakness to ask and need for help and find those that can help and assist you. What if you don't have anybody that can help you? There's always someone that can help you. Get out of your comfort zone, get out your own ego, go network, go meet some people that can help and assist you in the things that you need help with. If you're in it by yourself, that means you have a problem. You need to go out there and meet some other people, like-minded people. The second one I would say is, my favorite one. Thinking that everybody gotta like your decision. As a CEO and as an employee, you're thinking, you win with numbers. Everybody has to like what you're doing. Everybody has to, you gotta rally the troops. You're the supervisor. Everybody gotta like you. You gotta go to happy hour. When you're the CEO, everybody don't have to like your decision. It's my decision. It's my company. I'm hearing you. But at the end of the day, I'm the one that's, your paycheck is in the bank, mine isn't. If I come up with this crazy idea, kind of goes back to that first question. If I come up with this idea and it sounds radical and crazy to you, it's something that's not been tried or done yet. So it's hard. I understand it's going to be hard for you to wrap your head around it. But I'm going to do it, and you don't have to like it. Just trust what I'm saying, and when we get there, you can say, "Dag, that actually worked. I know. I thought about it. I had the numbers. I knew where this was going. I just asked that you trust me, and we'll get there." So understanding there's so much, I've seen so many CEOs and so many business owners that flop because they're trying to always be cool and friendly with their people and staff. That's not your job. That's not your responsibility.
And they don't really
your
like
job.
you for real.
And they don't really like you. They're just getting paid, and that's okay. But I have a really, really good feeling about this. I did my research on this. I did the numbers on it. I crunched it. I've seen the ideas. I put it all together. It's going to start off with probably a little slow, but when it picks up, it's going to steamroll. Just trust me, and I don't need you to like it. I don't need you to do it, but I need you to do what I'm telling you to do, 100%. And as long as we do that, we're good. And I think that's where a lot of success comes from in that situation. I had to unlearn that. That's one of the things that I had to stop believing that everybody's going to like the CEO. They don't. They just like the paycheck that you got, and that's cool. I like the work you do. Forgive me if I was angry on that one answer, but I took that one very personal.
So please remember that everything that we share here is based on our personal experiences for our business. And even though you can apply the information to your business, we want to make sure that the information actually applies to your specific industry or your business. So we highly encourage you to schedule a one-on-one with either myself or Jove so that we can make sure that we speak to you and make sure it's tailored to your business needs.
I just smiled because I saw what next week's question was. Be sure to check in next week, where next week's theme we talk about CEO health and hustle. Balancing health, family, faith, and leadership responsibilities. That is one of my favorite questions.
Yes, I love this.
Closing out, you can follow us on Instagram, Executive Insight _. Stay inspired, never stop creating.
Bye, y'all.